Hi my friends, we are talking about a resource which is so scarce that you cannot purchase it, you cannot compress it, you cannot stretch it, you cannot surrender it, you can do nothing about this. But it is so scarce, so valuable that it can purchase any other resource, but all the other resources put together cannot purchase this resource, and this resource is time. So with this value that is attached to this resource, what is our belief? Do you believe that my time is valuable? If you don't believe that your time is valuable, you cannot be careful. Do you believe that I can manage all my responsibilities within the time given to me? What is your attitude to time? Now, when we talk about that attitude, when somebody is wasting your time, what is your attitude? Or what's our emotions and feelings when we have a feeling that we are not using our time effectively? These parameters will affect your ability to invest your time. We are not talking about time management. We are talking about events management. We are talking about activity management. With this introduction, let me take you to our episode number 8. What will stand in the way? Confusion on priorities. I want you to make a note of this word, priority. I wrote a book, The Gift of Time. For writing this book, I interviewed hundreds of people. Some of them are political leaders, senior artists, housewives, great people who have achieved big things in life. I asked them, how do you spend your time? How do you invest your time? How do you manage all your responsibilities? And one common denominator I noticed in them is they know their priority. Let me take you through a small little visual. I'm sure some of you or many of you, definitely most of you would have traveled. What happens when you have a suitcase and you have many things to be packed and you take a look at everything? You are not able to leave anything, but still you are not able to pack it. Either you should decide to remove some of them, or you should know how to organize things. The same briefcase or the same suitcase can contain all those things. This is what I call as organizing things. This simple metaphor is very useful when it comes to your priority. Let me give a few examples. Priority. The fact or condition of being regarded or treated as more important than others. I took it from a dictionary. The fact or condition of being regarded or treated as more important than others. Now you get a very important word called important. I'm sure we are using these words very frequently in our daily conversation. So that is what we are going to discuss in this episode. How to set correct priorities. Knowing fully well that this is all the suitcase I have and these are all the things I have to take it, the simple common sense is we should know our priority. Right. So with this in mind, I'm going to ask you to write down two important words. One word is, of course, important. When you say something is important, how do you say it is important? When do you say it is important? We say that I have to meet an important customer. We say that I have to meet an important client. We say that I have an important meeting. The moment you say it is important, it presupposes that it is goal related. It is goal related. Let me give a simple example to make you understand the linkage between what you consider as important and a goal. Let's say that you have 1,000 rupees in your pocket. You go to a departmental store, you go to a stationery shop, and you are a trainer, right? When you enter the shop, there are many things available. With 1,000 rupees, you can buy. You have a wide choice, right? No, would you just pick up anything that you see, whichever attracts your eyes, and put it in your basket? Then coming home, you will find that you have not purchased important things. Now you look at the shelf, you find it's a marker. You find that there is let's say a pointer, and you find a book, interesting book, and you're a trainer. These things are important. On the way, you also see, let's say there is a musical instrument. Let's say there is a violin, or there is a tabla, or there are something connected with, let us say, cookery, a pressure cooker or a milk cooker. Now, you are a trainer. Of all these items I mentioned to you, won't you think that the things that are related to your goal, your role, are important? So, a thing is important when it is going to help you to reach your goal. Let's say that you have 5 people to meet on a particular day. You have only 8 hours time, and you are a marketing executive. Out of the 5 people, 3 people are your prospective customers. 2 others have nothing to do with your goal. Your common sense will tell you that those 3 people out of the 5 are important for me. So you will say that, let me invest my time on them, right? You also have another word called urgent. This is also another word we use very, very frequently. Urgent. I have an urgent appointment. I have an urgent telephone call to make. Somebody is calling me urgently. The moment you say something is urgent, it presupposes that it is time related. It is time related. Now, this episode I want to complete in about 14 minutes. I notice already 7 minutes are over. And so, there is an urgent need for me because it is time related. There is a stop time. There is a time limit for this episode. So, when something is goal related, you call it as important. When something is related to time, it is urgent. I want you to observe and make a note of this particular point I'm going to mention just now. An event which is related to time will become more urgent with the passage of time. I say it once again. An event which is related to time will become more urgent with the passage of time. But an event which is related to your goal will not become more important with the passage of time. I repeat once again, an event which is goal related will not become more important with the passage of time. I hope you have made a note of it. If necessary, you stop the video, rewind it, listen to it once again, take notes. So, an event could be important because it is goal related. An event could be urgent because it is time related. Once you understand the distinction between these two terms, most of your confusion will be sorted out. With this in mind, let me take you through a matrix. How to set correct priorities. So, you have things which are urgent. You also have things which are not urgent. Not urgent, urgent. As I told you, a thing which is not urgent at a point of time will become more urgent with the passage of time. For example, in my seminar, I used to give this example frequently. Let's say that I have a daughter who is just 10-year-old. Her marriage, is it urgent? Obviously, we'll say not urgent. She's only 10 years old. Right. With the passage of time, the same thing will become urgent. Let's say that she is 11 years, 12 years, 15 years, 20, 21. Now you will say, yes sir, urgent. Now, 25 years, let's say that for some reason she is not married, and 28 years, 30 years, we'll say again it has become not urgent, to put it in a lighter vein. The same thing which was not urgent has become more urgent with the passage of time. Let's say that you have a son who is studying in class 4 or 5. To get him ready to go to a college is not urgent at 4th standard or 5th standard. But as he grows, with the passage of time, it becomes very, very urgent. So this is not urgent, this is urgent. There are things which are important, and there are certain things which are not important. So, not important, important. Now, what are not important? All those activities which are not related to your goal, your role. What are important? All those activities which are important. Let's say that you have nothing to do with politics, and a lot of gossip is going on the internet, on the social media, on politics. They are not important. Let's say that you are a doctor, you are a chartered accountant. Politics may affect you in some time. That's different. We'll discuss it about a little later. But that is not very important. If you take the newspaper, you will relate only such news items which are related to your job. If you are a doctor, you would love to know what's happening in the medical field. If you are a politician, it is important for you. So anything which is related to your goal or role or important, anything which are not related to your role or goal, which are not important. So you have to be very, very clear on this matrix I'm talking about. So you have the matrix. The most important matrix which will decide the quality of your life. Let us spend a few minutes and understand this. Let's say that something which are not urgent but important. Let's say that your son is in the 4th standard, 5th standard. To prepare yourself for his college admission is not urgent today, you have time, but it's important. You know, our psychology is anything which is not urgent will postpone. After all, he is only in the 4th standard. But without your being aware, time passes and it will become urgent. Now, at this point of time, it is not urgent but important. Let's say that you have a meeting at 3 o'clock. It is morning 10 o'clock and a very important meeting. At 10 o'clock in the morning, it is not urgent. You can prepare. But you postpone, you postpone, you postpone. Ultimately, it becomes very urgent. In the morning, it was not urgent. So this square is called a planning area. So you can start thinking about savings, you can start thinking about grooming him properly with right type of values. If you postpone it endlessly, the same thing will become urgent and important, and it is called crisis. So let's take the example of your appointment at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Morning, it was a planning area, but as you are moving towards 3 o'clock, it has become crisis, and we'll discuss what the problem of crisis. Okay. Let us take to the third area called the quick area. Here you have things which are very urgent but not important. Let's say somebody calls you, come immediately, I want to talk to you. You don't even think, you go there. You realize urgently you rushed it there, but it was a gossip, a political gossip. It's called quick area. Quickly you respond. You understand what's that? That is, in fact, we do many things here. We don't even think, should I do it now? Is it my role? Right? Then the fourth area is called waste area. It is neither urgent nor important. Neither urgent nor important. So you have to be extremely clear about what things are urgent, what things are important. In this episode, we understood the four quadrants. The quadrant is this quadrant is planning area, where you have not urgent things but important. But if you postpone it, it jumps into this quadrant called crisis. It has become very urgent and very important. Right? There are events in life which are not urgent, but we are tempted to go spend our time, not important but urgent. Then is a waste area, neither important nor urgent. So once we are very clear about it, we need to know what to do in these areas. We'll discuss it in the next episode.